Hello, welcome back to another Marky-mark video. Hope you're all keeping well. Can't believe we're actually halfway through the second month of the brand new year. At some point between middle of January, beginning of February, it's kind of like too late to say Happy New Year, but anyway. I've got a selection of fantastic records that I would like to speak to you about and show today. Some fantastic stuff which warms my heart when I think about them. I've actually got more records this side of Christmas than I expected to. Things kind of dropped in after Christmas, but let's just start off with something that I haven't actually played yet. Haven't even opened it yet. It's Buena Vista Social Club, and it's on BMG World Circuit. It's an acoustic delight. This is really beautifully recorded, mastered by Bernie Grunman on the hype sticker. Interestingly enough, the previous issues of this record over the past couple of years, it's said cut direct from the analog tapes. It doesn't say it on this, so I'm suspicious that this is actually a digital sourced record. Let's see if I can get it open and just quickly show it. It comes with a booklet. It's a double LP, and beautiful cover, lovely picture. In terms of sonic quality, this is regarded as one of the best there is. Let's have a look inside. Yeah, I like that picture of the artists there, and it sounds fantastic by all accounts. Let's hope we've got, oh yeah, look at that, lovely scratch proof inners as standard. Yeah, it's good, flat, it's pretty clean. I'll give it a clean anyway, and rehouse it in a new cover. So that looks really good. So really looking forward to listening to that later on. Buena Vista Social Club. Right, let's crack into some more good stuff. Let's do it. So I've got a tone poet here. I'm going to admit this isn't a new thing that I've suddenly acquired. I've had this, but the next thing, the next album I'll show, which isn't an album, isn't a piece of vinyl. It's a CD. The Waiting Game by Tina Brooks. This is fantastic. Tina Brooks is one of those artists that sadly succumbed to heroin addiction and died when he was like 42, I think. And he made 5 recordings for Blue Note, and I think it's just one of those. It's just a shame, you know. But as a tenor sax player, he just swung beautifully. The jazz that he produced was just amazing. It's so just lovely. He's such a really good artist, and I've been looking for. So that's The Waiting Game, Tone Poet, which is fantastic, which you can get in print today, you know, for good money. And then this one. So forgive me. I've been looking for this on record for some time, and I'm just waiting for a reissue. Really, couldn't find it. I think I'm looking at 70-80 quid on Discogs for this. So this came up as a charity CD sell buy of £7. Sounds fantastic, and it's got Lee Morgan on trumpet, Tina Brooks obviously on tenor saxophone, Sonny Clark on piano, Doug Watkins on bass, Art Blakey on drums. So it's a star lineup. Fantastic. Really worth having a look at that. Right. Got some good stuff. I've got Bob Bradley to thank for this one. En Medio Saracho. Really good, funky stuff, this. Great stuff. Brilliant. Recorded in 73. And this is a 2022 reissue on UMG, on the Verve series. It's a Record Store Day Black Friday exclusive, but I was able to get it for fairly good money. It sounds great. The cover's just horrendous, but don't worry about that so much. Great record. And it came in this most horrific inner sleeve, which I've just chucked away and cleaned it and rehoused it in one of these. I think it's a Spin Care new inner. Great record. Sounds lovely. Really nice. So that's En Medio Saracho. Recommend that. Something a little bit different. I had my my ears tickled when I was in the record shop the other day. Eric Clapton 24 Nights, which I couldn't find on Spotify to test it out, but it sounded beautiful, absolutely fantastic. And I'm happy to say I saw on Discogs there was a copy for reasonable money. Needed a bit of a clean. There was the seller was really honest and said there was a very slight inaudible scratch on the surface, which he was right, but you can't hear anything. Cleaned it up because it was quite filthy, and it's beautiful, stunning, very, very good. Double LP, recorded live at the Royal Albert Hall, London, 1990 and 1991, and produced by Russ Tittleman. So it was actually recorded by the BBC, and well worth having a look out for that one. This next one is funky as hell. This is one that Amazon just suggested for me, and it's an impulse. It's Chicken Fat by Mel Brown, and it's been manufactured at Third Man Pressing in Detroit on 180 gram audiophile quality vinyl. I think Third Man Pressing is the company record label that Jack White, the White Stripes guy. Anyway, this it's funky as hell. It's great. It's really, really good. Really recommend this. It was the filthiest brand new record I've ever seen in my life. It was horrifically covered in muck and all sorts, but really recommend anyone who likes a bit of funk. If you like a bit of Herbie Hancock and a bit of funky Grant Green, you'll love that. Brilliant. Right, so at the weekend, had the pleasure of travelling to Bristol up the road with my good lady, and I'd bought tickets to see Natalie Merring, Weyes Blood. And she was delightful, beautiful, graceful, just godlike or goddess-like. I can't describe how lovely she is. She was so fantastic. So I bought the record while I was up there. I did hold back from this because this came out in 2022. The reason being it's by Sub Pop, and I bought the previous album, Titanic Rising, and I had awful problems trying to get a good clean copy. I don't know what they were doing in the factory, whatever it was going. I tried 3 different variants, and I've settled for the quietest one of the 3. But I was really not happy and thought, well, Sub Pop need a good kick. So I held back, bought this. I'm glad to say, whether people have complained, they've pulled their socks up, but this is a stunning record. Very clean, very deep, very dynamic. Her voice, because she's a beautiful vocalist, a bit like Karen Carpenter. So that's that sort of caliber of artist. But I think she's fantastic. Weyes Blood and In the Darkness Hearts Aglow. If you get to see her live, I would thoroughly recommend it. She's doing a tour at the moment. She's throughout Europe and that. She's just fantastic. So that's on Sub Pop. And if you've heard of Titanic Rising, that featured in my top 10 female artists from a previous video. And I think Natalie Merring came in at number 5. So anyway, enough gushing over Natalie Merring. And my wife enjoyed it too, which was good. Now, lastly, I did a quick video on my American purchase of this Superfly, which I'm so happy to get. I'm just happy to report that despite the record mat and the booklet and the poster, that both records are really, really clean and flat, sound fantastic. The deep, dark, inky blackness in between the tracks is just stone cold silent. I'm so glad to see it. And I'm not going to show it too much, but there you have it. Curtis Mayfield Superfly. And this is the Run Out Groove Kevin Gray cut. And I believe it's all analog. And people on Discogs and the forums say that it is. I can't see there's no indication that it's all analog. Excuse me. It doesn't say anything about. I would have thought that it would market itself as an all analog piece of vinyl, but it doesn't. But we have Kevin Gray's KG in the dead wax, which is good enough for me. The lacquer's cut by Kevin Gray at Coherent. Doesn't say anything, so I can assume. I don't know. It sounds fantastic. It leaps out at you, and it's absolutely delightful. So that's it from me. It's very quick whistle stop tour. Hope you're all keeping well. Give us a like and any comments, and I'll see you soon for the next Marky-mark video. All right, take care. Bye.